Hey everybody, Joe here with a very interesting LEGO 2025 review. Today we are literally building Star Wars. This is set number 75407, Brick Built Star Wars logo. This Star Wars set is made up of a tidy 700 pieces and measures over 13 centimeters high, 30 centimeters wide and 3 centimeters deep, and it is rated for ages 18 and up. So in case it's not painfully clear just by looking at it, this set is basically a 3D replica of one of the most well-known logos of all time, created by graphic designer Suzy Rice. This is one case where the all-black 18+ box design is perfect for the product. It makes the mostly bright yellow set stand out so nicely, and there's a subtle hint of some stars behind the model, along with the perfect gradients and reflection. And all the white logos, info text, and black greebling at the bottom works very well over here. You may also have noticed that the name of the set has also been left off completely for obvious reasons. The back of the box shows you how the model could look on display, along with a beautiful design for A New Hope, a comical reference graphic, and that illustration to give you an idea of the size. There's another odd angled shot of the set on top, and to the side we get a good shot of the tiny build inside the logo, and on the other side we get that very famous introductory text. But opening up the box reveals 6 numbered bags and 2 instruction booklets. As expected, the first introduction booklet has a brief intro from the creative lead and design director of LEGO Star Wars, and shots from the opening sequence of A New Hope that kicked off the powerhouse brand that is Star Wars. Because the set is essentially split in 2 sections with a dedicated instruction booklet for both, this is a great set to build with a like-minded Star Wars fan. Bag 1 starts off with a base for the word Star. It's a relatively straightforward build made up of stacking bricks, which kind of reminded me of how I built LEGO as a kid, with the most complex section being the base for the letter R. While the build is mostly black and yellow, I am happy to see that they got to sneak in a pink brick into this set. Bag 2 mostly focuses on the complex R shaping, along with some of that nice textured black greebling that connects the letters. Bag 3 wraps up the entire first word, but not before we build that tiny tribute to A New Hope that's integrated into the S and T. With one word out of the way, we move on to our next word and lower half of the logo. The process is mostly the same as we again start off at the bottom before we move on to bag 5 that completes the letters R and S. And finally, bag 6 completes the entire word, along with some extra studded plates on top that lets you connect the 2 words to complete the logo. And once you are done building, you should end up with these extra pieces. Now, onto the set. I don't exactly know why, but I absolutely love this model. Maybe it's my nostalgia kicking in, or maybe it's just a surprisingly engaging build, or maybe it's just the fact that the logo has been recreated so well. The shaping is so good, and thanks to all the studs not on top techniques applied during the build, it makes for a very smooth looking, almost completely stud-free display piece. Overlaying the original logo over the LEGO version just shows you how well this design was crafted. The model is also sized very nicely, and the fact that the set is only 3 centimeters deep makes it very easy to display. I love the fact that the back is completely built out. Not that I would display it in reverse, but it works. And I also appreciate how the letters weren't just placed on a big black block like the Marvel logo, but to be fair, it made way more sense for that logo. It's not that easy to spot, but taking a closer look at the black bricks in between the bright yellow lettering reveals some subtle texturing that we call greebling. It not only makes the logo a little bit more interesting, but it also serves as a nice tie-in to the LEGO box designs, as well as a nice tribute to the effects artists at Industrial Light and Magic who created the Star Wars models for the films. While sadly there's no minifigures included, we do get that little Easter egg that can easily be accessed by lifting off the top of the T. This is a mini diorama of an Imperial Star Destroyer chasing the Tantive V4, just like the opening shot from Star Wars A New Hope. The build is very basic, and while I would much rather have preferred some sort of exclusive minifigure like George Lucas, it is still an appreciated addition that makes good use of the limited space available. This is without a doubt one of the most unapologetically displayable display sets ever made for the Star Wars theme. It just begs to be added to your collection, because it upgrades any sets you have so much. There's also so much potential to flesh this set out a bit more, and the fact that the words can be separated makes it even better. This is just something I quickly slapped together after seeing the idea online, and look how cool it looks. So after the Marvel logo set, I wasn't really looking forward to this set, especially when I heard it wasn't coming with any minifigures. But I was pleasantly surprised by the building experience, and the final set is very pleasing on display. And I haven't said this about Star Wars in a while, but the price to piece comparison isn't too bad either. It's well-sized, well-rounded off, and probably one of the few logos out there that I think warrants its own LEGO set. If you ever wanted your LEGO Star Wars collection to feel complete, I would strongly suggest picking this one up. Anyways, let me know what you think of this set, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you like this review and what we do. And as always, thanks for watching.